Three, two, one. Ahoy Maloy! Welcome to the 5-Star Frog Pod. I'm Decipher, the voice of the blurs and the man with the words. And allow me to introduce tonight's performers. In the red corner, ready to open up a can of whoop ass, it's Dashi.
Grab it to a Slim Jim.
Oh yeah! And in
Hey,
the
yeah.
And then I'm working on that Booker T. And in the blue corner, laying the smack if down one jabroni at a time from the 215 killer Delph one time, it's West Philly AJ.
Yerp. Turn your TV off. Turn your TV off. It's my fault. I'm still living off that high.
Hey,
I'm
look,
sorry, y'all.
let's talk about it. But before we talk about it, make sure you put that subscribe button in the chokehold and make that like button tap out. Because, ladies and gentlemen, Marks and Marquettes, it's time to talk wrestling. All right, we're going to just do a quick recap of Friday Night SmackDown. I'm going to see if I can't pull up the photos. I have it. I just got to get that full screen.
Before you do that, Cypher, hey, congratulations to my motherfucking birds. The Philadelphia Eagles are Super Bowl champions. We smacked the shit out of the Chiefs on national TV in front of 126 million people. Shout out Bird Gang, let's go.
That's right, that's right. All right, so on Friday Night SmackDown, we had Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes discussing some WrestleMania plans. We're still trying to figure out who's Jay picking. As of that time, Jacob Fatu interrupts. He said, if anybody's going to bring that title back to the bloodline, it sure as hell ain't going to be your ass. Yada da mean. Love Jacob Fatu's character. We had Bianca Belair defeat Piper Niven to qualify for the EC. That's Elimination Chamber. We had Pretty Deadly take on DIY in a non-title match. Some people on Reddit were not feeling that. They won, by the way. Excuse me. Drew McIntyre. Well, this was a great little promo segment. We had Drew McIntyre doing a little cut in the promo. Very good. Then we had Big Jim come out and say, look, you out here talking about you're going to win, but you forgot you got to get through me, Oos. And then LA Knight came out and said, hey, look, check y'all mental health. Just make sure it's good. It's okay for men to cry. Except for Drew McIntyre. I'm tired of hearing you cry. But then that's when Drew McIntyre beat LA Knight and Big Jim to go into the Elimination Chamber. Carmelo Hayes took on Akira Tozawa. Reason why, if you were following our Rumble recap, Carmelo Hayes took out Akira Tozawa and cost him a potential WrestleMania spot. And, they had a little fight. Carmelo Hayes won, so it's good to see him picking up some W's. Some people thought that was a wasted match. Tiffany Stratton confronted Charlotte Flair. Actually, I like that little confrontation. You never know. We might see them at WrestleMania. Alexa Bliss took on Candice LeRae, and she did the move. Dash, you tell me the name of it. I forgot. Sister Abigail. Excuse me. Thank you. Cody Rhodes and
That's Abigail DDT.
Oh, Sister Abigail DDT. Thank you. I knew I was going to mess it up. Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso, after their little promo that they had earlier in the show, they took on Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga, and they won. Good stuff. And then out of nowhere, Sola Sokoa returned and beat up Cody Rhodes. So, guys, give me a good, bad, and ugly on
Nowhere.
Love you, Solo. That was in my head when I seen Solo.
as it should be. As it should be.
I only have really one bad, or real bad. Besides, well, the solo coming back attacking Cody is bad because I wanted Jay to pick Cody. But man, what are we doing with Carmelo Hayes? What the hell are we doing? I don't even think WWE knows what they're doing with Carmelo Hayes. Why is he fighting Akira Tozawa?
Hear me out.
Fresh out the Royal Rumble. He should be in a storyline with no offense to Akira Tozawa, with somebody in the main event scene or someone that has some type of credibility. I don't know what's going on. Triple H is never going to beat these allegations, bro.
Hear me out on this, bro. Hear me out. He's getting Apollo Crews right now, and Apollo Crews still got a job. Think about that. And Apollo Crews get buried night in and night out. I ain't even seen him on TV in like a month.
That's not what I want from my young 30-year-old fresh future star, Carmelo Hayes. And on top of that, reports, whether it be true or not, said that he was possibly on a chopping block when it came to these round of cuts. So you mean to tell me this guy who y'all keep having call him, you clearly he's the future of the company. He just got here. He was the number one. He was a first round draft pick. God dang it! Y'all about to cut him? Yeah, WWE. This is Swerve Strickland all over again, man.
And I do have the exhaustive list we'll get to after we talk about Raw of the releases. We'll get to that. Little teaser for
Yeah,
you.
Triple H ain't never beaten these allegations, bro. He's never beaten. That's all. That's It's unfortunate for a black man in this damn company. But other than that, SmackDown had no other really downs. It was just another episode to me.
For SmackDown, I feel like 3 hours. We need better promos and we need something better. Y'all ain't doing like how Raw did it.
May I interject for just a second? I disagree because at least the one promo stood out for me was the Big Jim promo where he was saying, look, I could say the same thing my brother said. I could say yeet, turned around to the crowd, they said yeet. I could even put a no in front of that John. No, yeet. So, I mean, I kind of feel like that was a good promo. LA Knight
But
came out.
Jimmy the one carrying all the promos. Now you got Drew in the mix, but it's just Jimmy and
Well, no,
Jacob.
Drew cuts a good promo, and Jimmy and LA Knight. I think all three of them cut good promos, in my
LA
opinion.
Knight's on the same. And I'm about to say yeah to every sentence.
That means you invested in the character. You marking out.
No, not no more. He need a championship. Because hear me out. I can get behind every promo and everything, but them promos makes no sense
Dang, they didn't got a
to me
picture of LA
sometimes.
Knight. Damn it.
Like, I don't know. SmackDown fumbled the ball with LA Knight. He should have had that belt. He had 9 title defenses, and Shinsuke only had 1 or 2. And then I don't like how Shinsuke just in the background with promos. You feel me?
I don't like that as well because Shinsuke, this is just a side topic and I forgot to pull up fantasy and add the fantasy points, so we won't even recap that for this episode. But yes, Shinsuke is on my fantasy team and he's not fighting and he has the belt, so he's a waste of a space, a slot.
So, but like, my thing is, like, even Dashi, like, what are they doing with Shinsuke? Like, he's just here with a belt in the background?
He the DEI hire, the DEI champion.
Oh, wow.
He did
Damn.
a fill a quota.
Damn, you just a jobber. You just trying to make it a Mania. At least he just trying to make it a Mania. I give you that. It's cool, Shinsuke. Hide in the dark.
Hey, they should have gave it to goddamn Carmelo. If
They
you gotta
shoulda.
do this with it.
LA Knight and Carmella, that would be a good little match.
Mm-hmm.
Because he did, then well, LA Knight beat him, right?
I
Or is
just
it
want
Melo?
Carmelo to do something. Yeah.
Well, I got him as being Mr. Money in the Bank.
Not
Eventually.
this rate.
Well, yeah, you're right. So Ray can't meet the allegations, man. Give him a little push or send him to Raw.
Well,
Well,
speaking
he
of
actually
Raw, let's hop on over to the Red Brand and see how they were doing. Get that pulled up. So
Did y'all
Raw
watch Raw last
opened.
night? I mean, I didn't.
Yes, yeah, I watched it. So Raw opened up. This was the third weekly show in a row. So we had last week's Raw, we had last week's SmackDown that we just recapped, and I forgot to mention. I kind of did. And then we had this week's Raw where Jey Uso opened up the show. So shout out to Jey Uso for 3 openings in a row. That is a very big deal. And Jey Uso opened up the show. He did his yeet. Crowd loved it. He said, "Can I get one more? Can I get one more?" Because they asking for it. He got his one more. And then Gunther came out like a hating man and just attacked Jey Uso. Jey Uso said, "Look, I probably shouldn't say this, but I'm about to fight your ass at WrestleMania." So now we got our confrontation set for night 1 potentially. Jey Uso, I mean more than likely, Jey Uso's taking on Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. And then we had Io Sky and Dakota Kai take on Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. Great tag team match. This was a good partner performance. Raquel Rodriguez was doing a good job. Shame that they lost, but they were kicking some butt. Liv Morgan got a little busted open. That was interesting to see, and she kept the blood on her.
About that. They hurt my baby.
Yeah,
She had a gash. Like, bro.
she kept the blood on her, the blood stain. Like, she didn't wash it off immediately. She kept it on all night. So when they did their little backstage Judgment Day promo, you could still see some of the blood dried up. I was like, good. She's
She's
getting her
way
money's
better
worth.
than Alexa Bliss. She's way better than Alexa Bliss in my eyes.
Poor Alexa Bliss. This little other skinny blonde haired girl then came and took your thunder.
That was a good match, and I was bashing Raquel Rodriguez the whole time. I'm like, oh,
He's
she's doing a good job. Because I don't like Raquel Rodriguez like that, but she did good last night. They put her over.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Raquel Rodriguez did a real good job. Not to take away from anybody else. There's just everybody else always does a good job. And Raquel Rodriguez, from my casual standpoint, she didn't show me anything outside her NXT work that I didn't watch. But moving on right along, we had Bayley defeating Lyra Valkyria to qualify for the EC. And this one I have thoughts on. I'll get to it later, but I felt like, if you're going to make her the mid-card championship, Lyra, she should have won. I know it doesn't make sense for her to be in the EC, but you're making her look weak. Those are my thoughts. I went through them early. AJ Styles returned. He got his classic music back. He got a huge pop. Dominic Mysterio came out, and he was like, blah, blah, blah. Now I'm going to fight you. Not this week, but next week. we had Eric and Ivar defend the championships, and this was another good tag team match. Tag team division is on fire here on Raw. I mean, not on fire, but it did pretty good. The ending didn't make so much sense because the Creed brothers let themselves get disqualified by one of the Creeds. I won't try to pretend I remember which one hit the War Raiders with the belt, meaning you did an intentional disqualification, and they were so-called sending a message. If you ask Michael Cole, Logan Paul interrupted CM Punk. CM Punk was cutting a promo saying, "Look, Cody, I told you I was going to have to stab you in the front, not the back, and I'm letting you know I'm coming for you. I'm going to win Elimination Chamber, and I'm going to, punch my ticket." Somebody else was in the Elimination Chamber and didn't have to qualify, aka John Cena, and then I was mad, but I'm good. Blah, 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 interrupted by, "Hey, yo!" Logan Punk comes out interrupting, and then Logan Punk was like, "Yeah."
Did they change his theme song?
Yeah.
I think
Okay,
it
so
updated. New Day also has an updated theme song, but they were in a commercial segment, is what I'll call that, like a segment that airs during commercial. So it doesn't show up here on the recap. Logan Paul defeated Rey Mysterio. Again, I get this. They want the money guy, and at the end of the show, Logan Paul was saying, "Oh, I'm so humble. How I look this good and so humble. How am I so rich yet so humble?" So that's your Raw recap. And go ahead,
it
give me your
made
thoughts,
sense
AJ.
though. It made sense for the last and main event to be Logan Paul and Ray because Ray was the guy who put him over, put that belt on that guy. You feel me? Or Vince McMahon more so. But Logan Paul been whooping Ray Mysterio ass since he been in the E. Yo, I'm tired of it. When Ray gonna get his lick back?
Funny thing about the segment, for some reason, right before it went off air, the New Day came out and attacked Rey Mysterio.
Really?
That makes sense because they said, why does Rey Mysterio have a championship or elimination
Qualifier.
chamber qualifier while we beat him last week? It didn't make sense, and they're right. They got relegated to a commercial
Well, Rey Mysterio beat both
promo
of y'all
while
back to
Rey
back.
Mysterio is in the qualifier match. That's crazy.
Rey Mysterio beat y'all back to back though.
And
What are we
racist.
talking about? But Ray did beat him back to back, so Ray deserved that spot.
But that's still racist. I don't care.
Hear me out.
I'm on their side.
These are allegations. These are allegations from Triple H.
And WWE is not slick. You can't.
We got Bianca Belair. That's all that matters. We got Bianca.
Stop making these wrestlers do dumb shit or put them off TV and then have them come on TV and address it. Like Braun Breaker was like, "Hey, I'm the Intercontinental Champion. Why don't you have room for me?" Carmelo was like, they said, "You'll face someone from Raw." He said, "No, we're not doing this again, man. I want something meaningful. Da da da. I want something worth my time." And a New Day is like, "Well, we beat him. Why aren't we in the championship?" Just because you make them acknowledge it doesn't mean that it's still not stupid. Like, do something with these people.
Well, it happens. But yo, who did Braun Breaker have that stare down with?
AJ
In the black
Styles.
suit. That's gonna be a good match. I just hope it's not at EC.
It's not. It's not gonna be. It's probably WrestleMania.
But I'm tired. You're not tired of all these little stare downs. Like, yo, just pull the trigger, or bring them back a hardcore title, and let's do something. Let's let these boys squabble.
I mean, setting the tease, as they say, Triple H is the master of long form storytelling. So I thought Braun Breaker should have just broke character and be like, "Welcome to Raw." Show a little sign of respect.
Hey, yo. So is Braun Breaker a heel or is he just a tweener? Because AJ Styles a face.
Call him a tweener. Doesn't matter. It's good to see. Speaking of that, if I can go backwards, let's talk about Lyra and Bailey. I already said my thoughts on it, but clearly they have faces versus faces because Bailey's a face. So it doesn't even matter if you're a tweener or not.
Well, for your thoughts on that about Bailey's a main eventer, former world champion last year. It makes no sense for Lila Valkyrie to be the main eventer. You're not even on my level at all.
Mm-hmm.
You just not.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, well, Lyra's a better wrestler.
Championships some love at some point.
No, I get it. It's just it made her character look not as strong. Again,
it made
she
the
lost
championship look weak.
Yeah.
No, the person who she lost to,
it's strong. I get it, but it's like well, you shouldn't even have put her in that match. Like, did y'all run out of women? Y'all could have put another. I don't know who's all on the roster, but maybe don't let Sonya Deville go, dummies. And you could have Sonya Deville go. I don't even want to do
the whole who it is theory because she beat Becky Lynch for the NXT Championship, so she can beat these main event people. It's just you have to make your Intercontinental champ. She was in the Royal Rumble for like 5 minutes.
They didn't, in my opinion, they didn't book that match right. I would have had anybody else go against Bailey. If you already know it's Bailey's supposed to win, have Bailey beat Zoe Stark or something.
And I feel as though that was the time for them to just call up Roxanne Perez. She shouldn't even been in no feud with Julia down in NXT. I feel like Roxanne Perez should have been called up already.
I'm in no rush
From the
for
rip.
these call ups because as we'll get to in a minute,
Well, that's Shawn
don't
Michaels.
rush them call ups because if you ain't got no
No,
hardcore, concrete plans, I meant to say, then you just gonna have people sitting in
no, she the
catering.
ticket seller, bro. She the face of NXT women's division. No, she's one of them. That's
That's not
why.
to say that Roxanne's not, because they had plans clearly for Braun Breaker, and I think they had
Well,
plans for Ilya
yeah.
as well. But certain people didn't have a lot of concrete plans. Like I don't think they had concrete plans for Carmelo. I think he's just noisy in the background. Like yo, put me in any match. I don't care. I'm gonna make it hot. And I don't think they had plans for Blair Davenport. I don't think they had plans for who else
Hey,
called
hey,
up
hey,
last.
that's the news segment.
Okay, all right. Well, give me your final thoughts on Raw, and we'll jump right into it.
It was an okay show. Seth Rollins did a good promo though. I did like Seth Rollins promo. That was a good promo. Well, Seth
Uh,
always do okay
I
promos.
didn't. Raw was Raw. It was alright, man. Justice for all the black wrestlers, man. Do something. Let's do something great for Black History Month, man. Somebody win a championship somewhere.
Yeah,
All right,
And go
Oba.
Birds.
go Birds. There we go. I didn't put that up on the screen, but go Birds, as you already know. Now, let's talk about the biggest news coming out of WWE. We had a bunch of releases, so we're going to go through, I guess, each one and, give our thoughts however it goes. We had Duke Hudson. He got released end of January. No pop for him.
So,
Alchemy,
so
yeah, no pop
well,
for
I'm not
him.
gonna
That's
lie. Hear me out.
perfectly fine.
I,
Not,
wa-
not
hear
everybody
me
gets a
out.
pop. That's why they get released,
I was
No,
waiting
I'm
for
about
the
to say.
how
I'm
it
about
wrestling
to say.
goes.
names.
Hear me
That's
out.
why.
I felt bad because I took the picture with Duke, and the fact that I watched him wrestle at Stand and Deliver, and the thing is, he know how to wrestle. Chase, you had a good pop, but they kind of corny without what's the boy name? Dashi, the skinny one.
Andre Chase.
Yeah, he kind of corny without Andre Chase because he can't talk on the mic. He just know how to
To be
wrestle.
fair, then Chase U wasn't meant to last past NXT. It
It
was a
wasn't.
niche NXT storyline gimmick thing that only worked in a small intimate setting like that.
Yup,
So
and it's crazy.
I don't think that gimmick would have worked during the main roster run.
They was the spirit. They supposed to be the new Spirit Squad. That's all they were supposed to be.
Sure.
All
What's
right,
the other names?
I'll go
I
through
just-
all of them real fast. So we had Alchemy Razar, Blair Davenport, an NXT call up, Cedric Alexander, who was chilling in NXT, Paul Ellery, who was chilling with AOP, and they actually, asked for him to come back with them. Sonya Deville, part of PFC, probably not even the weakest member, but she was an on-screen GM, very weird. Giovanni Vinci, I get that. Isla Dawn, heartbreaking for me. Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows, I haven't been seeing them do anything unless they've been on main event or NXT. Electra Lopez, disappointing as well. Like she was another call up. So go ahead. Wait, that's the list. Yeah, that's the
There's
list.
two, maybe three people I feel bad for that which weren't released, and that's Blair Davenport, Cedric Alexander, and Isla Dawn. Uh, Blair
And
didn't get a
and
fair
Erica
shot. So I called
Lopez,
it
she was just on. Um,
Electra.
yes, Electra Lopez. She was just on a
You call her
promo.
Erica?
I did. She's just on a promo against. Was it BFAB or am I thinking that's SmackDown? No, what's
No, she was on
You,
SmackDown.
yeah, all
She
right,
stepped
yeah,
in
yeah,
front of her on the face.
yeah.
look,
Stepped
you're
in front
not
of
wrong,
her.
but I'm saying I don't feel really much bad for her because I didn't see much from her. But the people that I liked were Isla Dawn,
Mm-hmm.
and the other two I named,
Gotcha.
which was Cedric Alexander and the other person.
Why did
I
they
feel bad for
spend?
her.
Why did WWE spend money on a package for Giovanni? We reset his character, made him lose all fast,
Well,
and then did nothing with him.
allegedly it was a burial. Allegedly backstage, with around the time Imperium broke up, Giovanni Vinci flirted with Tiffany Stratton, and it was coming out that her and Ludwig were in a relationship. So that's what the split of Imperium was for. Ludwig taking out Vinci for flirting with his girl, getting Vinci getting sent to SmackDown with a whole new package, and then that debut happened, and where he lost in point 0.5 seconds,
But we
and
did
that was
nothing with it
supposed to be
after that.
burial.
Oh, okay, that was the
Yeah, well,
barrier.
that was supposed to be the burial, and then this is also what I heard from WrestleMania. They quote lost faith in his character after that. But if that's how you booked him, that's what you knew was going to happen. So
Right.
how did
Yeah,
you
that's what
lose
I'm
faith in
saying. It
someone
just
you?
feels more like
Well,
a
everybody can't be
humiliation.
Santana.
It feels like a
Yeah, that's what it
humiliation
was.
ritual at that point because you did it on purpose.
Yeah,
I
that's
only
that's
felt bad for what's her name? The girl with what's her name? Elsa Dawn.
Oh, Isla Dawn.
Isla.
Yep.
Isla Dawn. I felt bad because she's in the tag team division. We already like busting y'all tag team division balls like it's so thin. It's like, bro, she's a former champion.
Yeah, that's the
And she beat
crazy.
Bianca Belair and them.
That's
Like, yo,
crazy.
that was this past year, less than like 6 months ago.
That's so crazy. Clash at the Castle, man. That's when they won it. Clash at the
Like,
Castle.
and Sonya Deville. We all don't like PFC,
But she could have did
but in
something in the
that
background.
Royal Rumble, they held it down. They looked like they was the baddest bitches on the block.
That's what I'm saying. That's a crazy release. They chose not
And
to renew her contract.
y'all got rid of her. Now we all get his budget cuts because how much did y'all give Alexa Bliss Triple H? Like, how much did you just pay this girl?
I'll take
Like,
Alexa Bliss over Sonya Deville,
no, I will. I
contract
will
wise
too. No,
and
I will too.
otherwise.
I'm talking about for the storyline. Now, PFC had a chance. Okay, now y'all punching on shit. Now y'all punching on people in this ring, like they should have been doing. How you gonna have Sonya Deville all blacked out? You know, y'all seen it.
Yeah, shout out to PFC Super Lesbian Crew. Hopefully, Zoe Stark can go do her own thing because she's a star.
So we had to
Somebody
have
said Shayna.
10 superstars die so one Alexa Bliss can live. That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah, somebody's
Or
like
look at
this.
this. And got make this might also be a reason. There were three releases in the rival brand AEW: Ricky Stark, Aleister Black, and God dang it, who was the other guy?
Miro,
Miro,
Rusev.
formerly known as Rusev. And all three of those potentially, possibly at least one, especially at least Ricky Starks. He been wanting to go to WWE for a minute. They might go back to the E. Probably
That
making
could
room
be
for all
cool.
that. You know what I'm saying?
But my thing is this: what are you gonna do with these guys? It's too much. It's too much male roster. You got all the good females in NXT where you need to start pushing them up. Like it's too much going on. We don't need more wrestlers in the male division. You really don't. You got to start pushing better storylines out and stop focusing on just the main stars and start using that mid tier talent for real.
Hey, if I can grab Aleister Black and Ricky Starks, I can grab them. And then we still got Ray Phoenix waiting to come over. You know what I'm
Hold on.
saying? What's that? No, Daniel
What the
Garcia's
faction
camp.
Aleister Black was in again? The faction.
Huh?
The faction he was in the AEW, Aleister Black.
House of Black?
Aleister Black. What faction was he
Yeah,
in?
House of Black.
Oh, that's what they call it, House of Black?
Yes.
They should bring I think they should bring both of them over if the boy got
Well,
his contract.
Buddy already re-signed to stay over there. Buddy Matthews and Brody King is not coming to WWE.
I don't like Brody King. Like he's just a big boy though, bro.
I could care less for him. Ricochet and Swerve Strickland had a match on Dynamite for the first Black History Month episode, and people saying it was garbage.
It was.
So shout out to them. I ain't watch it,
Ricochet.
nor do I want to watch the highlights. Chris Jericho need to retire apparently. Ember Moon is still ROH Women's Champion. John Moxley still looks like a racist skinhead. Yeah, it's some shit going on over there at AEW. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, when I was watching the John Moxley promo, bro, I'm like, bro, you just sound like you about to have a stroke on the mic.
Oh man.
Like,
I
bro,
hope
it
not.
sound bad. He not. But all
I need
them on the mic.
Tony Storm doing some good shit. She just dressed up as Mariah May.
Hey,
She looked good.
we ain't gonna talk about that, bro. We ain't
I
gonna
mean,
talk about what
I
we
don't
seen.
know what to talk about with that. Just said she looked good. That's it.
Cypher need to go look at it.
I
Hope
seen it.
is
I
over
seen
there
it.
doing his thing.
Yeah, I
Shout
don't
out
like
to
their
Hope.
names. So you got Edge beefing with Moxley, but Moxley not trying to defend the belt. But I thought Christian had the rights to fight for the championship. What the hell is going on? Like, I'm
Yeah,
so
it's
confused.
confusing over there. Let's go back in our neighborhood. Let's roll our windows up and roll back to our hood. We don't gotta deal with
Yeah,
this shit. Hey, Cypher, what's going on next, man? That was Raw. We got that was the recaps,
Yeah, that was the
releases.
biggest. That was
Any
the
more
biggest
releases?
news. No, that was the biggest news stories coming out of the E, coming out of the wrestling universe. And then you
let's
brought
talk.
up some, good stories about Tony Storm's outfit choices and Black
Hey,
History
yeah,
Month AEW fights. So that's all I got for you when it comes to wrestling news.
you should watch Vengeance Day. Yo, when Vengeance Day? Is that a PLE Dashi or
Yeah,
that's
Saturday.
all right? So Cypher Saturday. You should watch a PLE. It's gonna be from NXT. You compare that background noise. I think you should watch it. It might be good.
I don't even know who Trick is fighting at
I'm
Vengeance
gonna just
Day.
say crickets, but I can give you the match card and we can talk about it. So let's pull up that
Yeah, I
match
need a match
card.
card.
So let's talk about Vengeance Day. I'm not gonna watch
Where
it,
is
but I will give you some predictions. So here we go. We got Oba Femi taking
it?
on Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. Wait, NXT Championship Triple Threat match. Are they Austin Theory and Grayson Waller going to fight each other. Okay, interesting. Who do you think will win, guys?
It's gonna be Oba, but the thing is, they gotta jump him, and everybody want Austin. This is the term for babyface theory. You gotta let this play out.
How would you feel, Cypher, if you, a casual WWE main roster fan, watched them have this breakup storyline last year, just for them to win the championship, and then the next year break up on NXT that you're not going to watch? How would you feel?
Yeah, but I say I'm glad that you added that part because I'd be very weirded out because just this past Raw yesterday, they literally were doing a promo together. So if I come back next week Raw and I see that they're separated and it's basically happened in an alternate universe or like on a sideshow, no disrespect to NXT, I'm gonna be like, oh, that's kind of weird, but it is what it is.
That's major
WWE,
disrespect, by the way.
WWE,
But they all go on
I'm gonna tell you
side
how
quest,
WWE's not booking NXT as if it's a third brand yet. If we're still saying call-ups, it's disrespectful to the NXT. NXT
Yes.
is its own official brand. Stop saying call-ups. There's no need for call-ups. You're already main roster, so you
No,
can just say
so
young bulls. If you're saying call-ups, you're
so
treating it as if it's lesser than.
you got a developmental league inside of NXT. You got to level up. Then you got NXT. Then you got the main brand.
But see what you just did? You just put it in a tier and you put the so-called air quotes main brand SmackDown and Raw above NXT. If you
Oh, you want to call it the junior leagues? You want to call it the junior leagues? Then
I
the
already
minor
call
league?
it that. You, AJ, wish for NXT to be treated as its own, third brand, and I'm
It
telling you,
kinda
it's not
is, though.
presented that way.
It's not, but it kind of really is though in a sense. Because like, for instance,
I'm gonna move on
if you
because
watch,
you just said it's not, but it is.
no, I said Spencer. Like it's like watching
That's when he
Velocity and
about to
stuff
start
like
his
that.
bullshit.
Yeah,
No, it's like you
basically.
watching. It's like when you watch Velocity and stuff back then. They all
Velocity
still had
was never
story.
its own brand. Velocity was like add-on content, a little bit of DLC, a little bit of extra. It wasn't treated seriously. Same thing with
They had certain
with
storylines that
205
came out of
Live,
Velocity.
WWE main event.
Oh,
Those two,
like the
remember
same with
those?
Velocity. Sometimes they had certain storylines coming out of there. They on their little side quest. Just like when Becky Lynch had won the NXT championship. Why did she win that? For what reason? To go down there to do
She was
that.
bored.
And it never
Like,
impacted the main roster stuff. Not from what I've
Me and
seen.
Cypher spoke about this last week.
so what?
I don't know how much we spoke on it, but we did touch on it. They need to, if they're going to do this LFG thing, which is Legends and Future Greats, the developmental to the developmental, which is NXT.
No, Evolve.
It is.
NXT needs
Evolve
to
is
become a
next.
third.
It goes to Evolve.
Evolve. Yeah, Evolve. Well, it's both of them.
Wait, is L
They
is what it's called?
Legends and
Is
Future
LGF?
Greats.
And then they go to Evolve after that?
Well,
I don't know
Evolve,
how it works, but
I
this
don't
is
know
the
the
point.
pipeline because there's WWE ID, which is where we just got an eye on you. That's it. That's not even a show. That's just we got an eye on you.
The point is they have developmental for developmental, and if they're going to do that, NXT needs to become an official third brand to where you wouldn't have to worry about a Trick Williams being called up or an Obafemi being called up because now they're already world champions of their own brand. They don't need to go over to Raw or SmackDown. They can build this up. It just needs, but the problem is not a lot of people watch NXT, so that's the main problem right there.
Correct.
Well, their viewership is higher than AEW, so people watching.
All right, moving on. NXT Women's Championship triple threat match: Julia versus Bayley versus Roxanne Perez. Oh, sorry, in the last prediction, Obafemi's going to win. With this prediction, Julia's going to win.
Yeah, no changes. Like Tupac said, I see no changes.
AJ,
Yeah,
before I
Julia.
move on, no changes as well.
Yeah, Julie gonna win.
All right, NXT Women's North American Championship. Who has the belt? It doesn't say a champion next to nobody.
Henley.
Finally.
Fallon has the belt. Okay.
Yeah.
Stephanie Valkyrie then.
I'm taking Steph.
I would like Stephanie to win. I don't know. I don't know if Fallon is ready to drop this title yet.
I have a
I don't
question.
know. Stand and Deliver is coming up, so she might either go after it there or she might go after Julia.
I have a
know.
question. What is Gigi Dolan doing? Because I see Fallon Henley is with Fatal Influence, which is JC Jane and Jasmine Nix. JC
Gigi
Jane.
Dolan is with Shotzi and the other girl.
Tatum Paxley.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. They got some spooky little trio going on.
All right, cool.
Spooky little threesome.
Hey, yo, bro. I was thinking the same thing.
All right, next we have Ethan. Is this the main event? Ethan Page versus Javon Evans. Is Ethan Page still
probably
champion?
backwards.
No, yeah. Oh, it's
No.
right backwards. Yeah, because he has the main belt. Okay.
This nigga asks is he still champion. Javon's winning. We ain't gonna go spend too much time on this. Young OG.
There we go.
That boy, I ain't gonna say
Like
that.
your shit, man. He better win. What? Oh shit! Trick Williams is not on the card.
Well,
Wow.
so mind you, remember, I think what did Trick do?
He
He got
smacked the
power
shit
bomb.
out of Wesley. I know that.
No, he got power bomb by Obafemi and shit. Remember,
I ain't watching
yeah,
next year.
I think he got pulled. Yeah, it was Austin Theory, and then they saying turn on. What's the name? That's when Trick came out and got power bomb by
Oh
Oba. So Trick
shit!
off screen right now.
Trick off screen. Well, he'll be back for what's that shit called? Stand and deliver, and then hopefully he's in NXT for the rest of the year. I don't want him to go up.
My thing is, all right. So who do y'all put like WrestleMania predictions though? What other matches y'all think that's going to happen?
I'm gonna just guess the championship matches right
Yeah, that's what I'm
now.
more so talking about.
Braun Breaker versus AJ Styles is where that looks like it's gonna happen. Then you're gonna have Jimmy Uso, LA Knight, and one other person to make a fatal four way for the United States Championship.
Yeah, LA Knight.
Tiffany versus Charlotte for the WWE. Rhea versus
It's gonna be EO. I'm telling you, it's gonna be EO.
but Rhea and Io are facing each other on the Raw after Elimination Chamber, which is stupid, but that's how that's gonna work. Rhea's gonna win that match. She's gonna walk into Mania and face. I'm not sure who she's gonna face. I gotta see who's all gonna be in this Elimination Chamber first before I can do that. Um, that World Heavyweight, they say it's gonna be Jay and Gunther. I hope not. I hope they rectify that and make it Jay and Cody. But if it's gonna be Jay and Gunther, then I'm gonna see Cody and CM Punk for the WWE Championship. What are the championship? I think
You
that's it.
got no John
No
Cena in your
tag
match
team?
card?
No tag team championship matches?
John Cena is going to probably face Randy Orton. Tag team Street Profits is going to be somewhere in there with the WWE tag team. As far as world, I don't fucking know. I
You know
don't
what
even know who's in the Raw tag team division. New Day. I'm picking New Day. Going to be in there somehow and win the championship. Fuck it.
On the grandest stage of them all. Let's
Oh,
do it.
That's not going to happen. But
I'm mad at you missed. I'm mad you forgot about the women's division though, bro.
I know I didn't. I said Tiffany and Charlotte and Rhea and
But
I didn't get
you
the
know
mid
what?
cards.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Um,
saying. The mid card is like I feel like Chelsea Green is top. Shit,
there's a
she's
lot
not
of
world
fucking
champion.
titles.
It is. It's a lot of them. That's why they made United Champions. I miss that shit so much.
Lyra is going to be in
Yeah,
like a ladder match for her title,
I
and
don't got her fighting at WrestleMania though.
Chelsea is going to face Michin again.
I think it's very
I don't. You
disrespectful
think
if you
so?
don't have these newly created titles show up at WrestleMania.
Facts.
No, but
At this
see,
point, all the championships
it
have to be
makes sense
defended
for
at
Chelsea
WrestleMania.
though,
Exactly.
because Chelsea and Meechin. But Lyra is like Chelsea and Meechin been building up for a minute now. Lyra,
Lyra
what we
and the
doing with
British
you?
Bulldog, not the British Bulldog. Lyra and Ivy now, the Bulldog, not British.
I don't want to see that. Who want to see that?
She's
I
the
mean,
pit
I
bull, by
want
the
to
way.
see her fight somebody. I thought they called her Bulldog, the Pit Bull. Lyra versus the Pit
Yo,
Bull.
Cypher, that's wild. You
I
called her a
could have
bulldog, bro?
swore during Royal Rumble somebody slipped out Bulldog. I mean, yeah, Bulldog.
It was Pitbull,
Slipped
bro.
It was
out, but
Pat
she's always been
McAfee.
pit
Pat
bull.
McAfee slipped. I ain't taking this one. Pat McAfee did it. He did it.
He did do that. He
I'm-
did do that.
He did. He did.
He probably did, but is she a pit bull?
But no,
And that's
I like.
racism.
Who else is the better mid Carter? Zoe Stark should be fighting her. Come on.
Sure,
I
why
don't know.
not?
She got.
She probably will.
She can't
Any-
talk though.
Anybody, doesn't matter.
Well, she's
As
on Raw.
long as
Chelsea
the
was
title
on
is
SmackDown.
defended. Oh, I
Yeah.
thought you were talking about Lyra. I thought you were talking
Transfer.
about Lyra.
Yeah.
Hmm.
All right, well, that's all I got for you guys. Any final thoughts? I'll let you guys head out early.
And you don't want to play no game? I mean, we could hit out early. Where we at on time?
We are at 33 minutes, so you're good.
That's a new record. All right, you want to break the record? You want to play a game?
I'm good, man.
Yeah, I'm good too.
Bet.
Pod fam, I was knocked the hell out. I work overnight. Cypher called me. I didn't realize I had 2 hours in. I was like, damn it, man, this damn pod. All right.
I could have let them sleep, just so y'all pod fans listening know. But I said, wake y'all asses up, because I got stuff to do today. Wake up.
Look, dedication to this shit, man. I told y'all last week. Dedication to this shit. We love y'all. Fuck y'all talking about. Hey, and fucking, ooh, dog. The Eagles are Super Bowl champions. You can't tell me shit for the rest of this year. I don't give a damn what you talking about.
Go Birds. But speaking of love, if we want to love you, Dashi, where can we find you?
Nowhere, because I don't be anywhere. Fuck y'all niggas. But YouTube, I heard Dash.
I think it's
Yeah,
underscore I heard Dash. Is it not?
Not on YouTube. YouTube is straight through.
Okay.
But
Uh,
there is an underscore somewhere on Instagram
AJ,
and PlayStation. Yeah.
where can the good
You can
folks find you to show you some love?
you can find me at West Philly AJ on any gaming platform, but don't add me or don't play the game with me because I'm on Black Myth Wukong.
All right, folks, thank you for checking out the show. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, put it in a chokehold, I meant to say, make that like button tap out.